Hey. All right, all right, all right, all right. All right, look, boom, 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 boom. Let me chill out. Let me stop doing all that over exaggeration. So anyway, my fault. Look, boom. I'm gonna speak close to the camera because as you could probably hear in the background, my the washer is on and that, on all that and whatnot. But look, check it out. You could tell by the title of this video. Of course, this live is gonna be about what is heaven and hell. So what actually is heaven and hell? Is it a place? Is it a thing? Is it something in our imagination? I'm gonna break it all down. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna talk a little closer to the camera so you can hear me just in case, to the phone and all of that. So look, boom, getting into it. What is heaven and hell? The first thing we're gonna cover up is state of being. Understanding that when you talk about hell, it is more so correlated to your state of being and what state of being you're actually in. Now, here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. Here's the catch. Depending on the actual external circumstances, situation that cause you to be in a negative state of being in the first place, those can differ. We could talk about those in later on in this video. But off the bat, you understand that hell and heaven is dealing more so with your state of being. You can be in a positive state of being, you can be in a negative state of being. If you, that's like this. Granted, yes, we do have the ability to feel different how we want to feel at the will. Like I could choose right now to be in this really peaceful, blissful state of being and keep feeling that. And the more I be in that, the more it'll probably manifest more opportunities in my life to keep feeling like that. Or I could be in a negative state of being and it'll be the same thing dealing with the negative energy. Now here's the thing though. Your actual life circumstances sometimes can dictate how you feel on majority percentage levels. Because you could be the most happiest person, go get it all outside, but let you be around people that's negative and they're gonna try to bring you down. Now you gotta be a strong, real strong spirit to withstand and endure and be strong to continually be positive and continually push out positive and that good energy, happy energy you was pushing out. But for the most part, your external situations can actually dictate the state of being that you be in, and that's important to know because all this plays together. But overall, when we talk about state of being, this is what deals with basically being in heaven and hell. If you in a life or situation, like I said, in the life that you in, puts you in a positive state of being, like more it's all percentage levels. So we all and nobody's perfect. We're never none of us are 100% in this great state of being 24/7. That's one thing you gotta understand. But on a percentage level, are you living a life that allows you makes you feel like you're feeling good, more positive, more things go more so towards your favor or in your favor, more things are at ease, or even if you do go through things negatively, they're on a smaller percentage level? Or are you living a life where, for the most part, in the majority, it makes you feel like you're underachieving, or you have to work just as hard to make ends meet that another person don't even have to work as hard for? Like you got to work really hard to make ends meet and get your one to. Somebody else don't have to work nearly as hard, and everything they seem to touch turn to gold. This is what I mean when I break down your energies. And in there's many different situations, has a lot of stuff in your life happen that give you a lot of different traumas, and more percentage of your life go towards negative things that make you feel cold or hardened inside, that make you feel negative, and now you got a grudge against life. That means this lifetime you was in is more percentage level of a hell. Are you in situations where more percentage level of your life goes towards being happy, looking back, even the little negative stuff that did happen, but you looking at it like, okay, this probably benefited me. I wouldn't be where I would be at now today. You see what I'm saying? Even though I did go through those negative experiences earlier, not going through those things, so you look at it overall from a positive perspective. And granted, you could say these things different person to person, how your perspective choose to look at it. But at the same time, it's also like your life itself kind of can sometimes dictate the outcome of how you feel in your actual state of being, if it's a hell or not. Now, yeah, you have people that they can be in great situations and they spirit internally is effed up, so they force negative energies. But this goes back to what I'm saying. It's still all about your state of being. Period. And your life can dictate this. Now, yes, we have the ability. We have to feel these states of beings ourselves and what we want to feel, but just know your life can dictate these things. Now, moving on, another one that deals with heaven and hell, right? Let's just talk about negative and positive. Negative and positive, like I just broke down with your life and stuff like that, right? Are you living more of a positive life? Because are you living more of a negative life? Now, understand this: positive and negative is actually subjective. What may be positive to me may be negative to you. What may be negative to you may be positive to me. You see what I'm saying? So it comes to a situation where let's not look at the actual what a person doing. It's not what you did; it's how you did it. No, no, how did I say it right? Yeah, it's not what you did; it's how you did it. So and in this situation, if you could be living a robber's lifestyle, a robber, murder, but if that made that person happy, I'm not pushing this out and supporting this. I'm just saying, right? If a person was in a situation where they made a living lifestyle that might have been looked at like it's negative or whatever like that, with the stuff because the stuff that they was doing. If that made that person happy, then those energies. Now, a person got to find moderation and balance and not get negative blood on their hands that they don't need to. But at the same time, a situation where it's like those energies that that person was doing that most people look at as negative due to this realm of reality and how we see things and the energies we vibrate in, those energies that played out as robbing or whatever, violence, whatever, might resonate more so with that person's energies. Now, since they here amongst others, it's important for them to moderate these things, balance these things, and transmute these things into more better outlets for themselves. And so they can have a sense of moderation, not let these things overwhelm them or harm other people that don't need to be harmed for no reason. That is true. But without looking at things as negative, right or wrong, that's up to that person's spirit. But if that resonate with them, then that resonate more so with their energy. So if they plan out a life, even though like, oh, I would never do that, that's what you would never do. Your spirit don't resonate with that. Neither do you want to experience that in this lifetime. Another person's spirit may naturally resonate with those energies. So don't look at it like they in the hell because they doing X, Y, and Z. If they naturally keep gravitating those energies. You ever know a person that they become a rich or become a millionaire and they still gotta be in the streets, they still gotta live a certain type of lifestyle, they still gonna go be a certain type of murderer, they still gonna do this and that and the third, or whatever it is, negative or positive. That letting you know they feel naturally more comfortable. That's the moon. That's closer to your soft spot, your spirit, your soul. They resonate more so with those energies in general than you do. You would never do them. They resonate more so they don't feel comfortable probably unless they doing something in that energy. But like I said, learning how to transmute it and put it into a better way, it will help too. Because you can still do it, but doing it in the more positive ways or ways that you could transmit that into other energies that still may correlate with the same energy but don't have to harm yourself or others. Boom. But let's move on. Move on. And then the last one, right? We're gonna talk about the actual three heavens or the main three realms. When the Bible talk about the first heaven, the second heaven, the third heaven. I brought this out in another video. This is a concept too, where when you talk about the third dimension and this earth realm, this is the low density realm. Understand that this is where heavy current is. These waters in the third dimension of earth, these are heavy currents. These are heavy currents. This is why when we go to dream, a lot of your nightmares happen down here. I'm not saying you can't be in other spaces, but a lot of your nightmares happen down here. And it's because this realm itself is very low vibrational. This is a heavy current. We at the bottom. This is like a heavy current down here. So it's a lot more heavier emotions and feelings. You know, it's not light. It's not lighter. Like when you raise up into the essential level and you go more outer, it's not lighter like that. It's more heavy. So a lot of times, this is why when you have dreams, you constantly going to work, nigga, you in hell. Unless you from this space and you naturally resonate with that hard work energy as far as this earth element with Saturn and earth in the general and routine and pattern and building and for structure and foundation. If you naturally from this space and you not a star seed, aka you not from somewhere else, another star system or world around, and you from here, it may be more comfortable to you because this is truly who you are, yes. But just understand your spirit is not meant to be in any type of encapsulation. It's meant to be free, explore, and travel beyond parameters. So if you're in a situation where you keeping your spirit only here and you don't have an imagination for something else, then that's also like you being stuck in hell. So if you constantly have a dreams of you only being in the third dimension, you only being in this realm, and you never have an imagination or dream for nothing else, then let you know your spirit is floating around here as a ghost even when you sleep. You're not going nowhere. You're not fully going deep into the spirit realm. You in that realm, but you in the earth side of this realm. You in the yin realm of earth. You're not fully out in the fourth and sixth dimension as far as the spirit realm itself. You're not in the astral realm itself. You're not fully submerged into the higher dimensional realms itself in those actual worlds, even though they may look similar in different shades because you still attached to this mind and brain you in when you dream. You're not fully birthed out in that world, but it should still, if it's only looking like this world, that means you floating down here because you attach to things that's in it. And that's how you get ghosts when they actually die. But just understand that this realm as itself is a lower dimensional realm. So if you stay here forever, you're gonna eventually want to move on and pass on and go somewhere else to another realm. This is an example of hell. Now don't get lost. There's no realm that's just hell itself. There's always to heaven to a hell. There's a heaven in hell. All that stuff. There's different modalities. Some people may experience heaven down here due to prosperities or being at ease, not have to worry as much. Leisures, pleasures, sexual adventures. You know what I'm saying? Doing what they want to do and have fun. Some people experience more hell here with poverty, poor, piss poor, pain, sorrow, grief, remorse, going through rejection, all kind of shit. But so there's always a percentage levels of all these things. But just as far as density goes, this is a low space, the third dimension itself. We talk about Earth and this planet that we on, that we in. This lower realm. This is a heavy vibrations planet. So a lot of negative, heavy emotions and feelings are here. Now once you go into the second heaven, aka the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension, these realms they can play out as more lighter, but it's a catch-22. Depending on how lost you are and if you actually birthed out in that realm or not, it'll actually depend on the actual level of your life. Because the more outer you go, things do actually get more lighter, aka you have more lighter emotions and feelings, to the point where you start going more up and up. You actually reach a plateau where you're actually more light. You don't feel as much. You don't feel like the you're you're not in these heavy density waters and these heavy currents and low dimensional heavy vibrating stuff now. When you, the higher you go into dimensions, you be in lighter realm realities. So you be lighter. It be less thought, less feeling. But yet you still have more attributes in higher ways. You have higher attributes and feelings. And see, in that realm, you are a thought. In that realm, you are emotion and feeling. So it's not like now, like, oh, I'm sitting back, emotion and feeling. No, you're in the third dimension now. You are a physical being. You are third dimensional. You are a physical being, a human, an animal, plant, or bug, or whatever. So you have access to fourth and fifth and sixth dimension, aka fourth dimension, your thought, fifth dimension, your emotions and feelings. You're in a third dimension, so you have access to these things, but you're not actually born out as the actual thought yet, or born out as the actual emotion and feeling yet. But when you get born out in that realm, you are these things. So it's not like, yeah, I'm in the realm of thinking emotions. Everything's just thinking emotion. Thinking emotion. I'm just thinking. I'm literally just, oh, I'm chaotic. Like how I'm sitting here in the third dimension and I'm just thinking everything. I'm thinking. That's how fast everything moves. Just no, it's not necessarily like that when you actually born out in that realm. You actually are the thought and feeling, and you actually are the thought and feeling. So once you get to like the fifth, sixth dimension, you are these things. So it's much lighter. It's actually less thought for you though. You are the thought and feeling, but it's less thought for you. It's you're in a higher vibration, you're at a higher frequency. So it's less to get something done. You're in a different body now. So your access, like the same way you're in the third dimension, you have access to the fourth, fifth dimension, the thoughts and feelings and your analyzation, but you're not actually birthed out in that realm. In that realm, you will actually be a thought, oversoul, or emotion and feeling, or a planet, because that's the same thing. But your access won't be thoughts and feelings like the way we have them. You'll be some higher shit, some sixth and seventh dimensional shit. You'll have more awareness of those things. It's hard to break those things down because y'all are not aware of these things, and it's hard to break down because it's higher dimensional. But that's how that plays out. But fourth, fifth, sixth dimensional is a little bit lighter. It's a little bit lighter. You can create chaos there too, because that's the realm of things moving chaotically anyway. You can create chaos there. You can create heaven and hell, but you create there. You create there. If you want to experience this, you experience that. You want to experience that, you experience this. You see what I'm saying? You create there and how you vibrate and what frequency you on. But when you actually get born out into that realm, you are in a lighter realm of reality, a less dense realm of reality. Now here's the thing: when people die and they technically be fourth dimensional, but they still be floating around here, they didn't fully go out into those higher dimensional realms. They in the fourth dimension and fifth dimension and stuff, but in fourth dimension, but they still floating around here. They floating in this side. They floating on Earth still as a ghost. They not born out into the actual astral spiritual realm itself. They on Earth, on the inside of Earth. So they in the spirit, but they still on floating around Earth, which is like I said, lower dimension, lower, heavier current. They ain't passed on into the higher, lighter currents. And that's how that is. So that's that middle world. That's the second heaven, the second realm that talk about in the Bible with the stars, astral, all that stuff like that. Now, once you go into the third realm, this is closer to the realm of God, or this either the realm of God or close to the realm of God. You in that realm. You're in high contact with source, with the true source, and the true overall. So this is a realm that don't deal with no thought, thinking at all, don't deal with no emotion and feeling at all. It's higher energies that y'all not even aware of yet, because they're in the realm of unconsciousness or nothing. For instance, when you're in the third dimension, the lower realm I talk about, this is the conscious realm, which you're constantly aware of, but you can think, analyze. When you in the fourth or the sixth dimension, the second realm, second heaven, you in the realm of subconscious. You kind of aware, but you're not aware. It's happening at ease in the moment as well. When you go into the seventh, eighth, and ninth dimension, the third heaven, you're in the realm of unconscious. So you're not. It's not like you consciously aware of something. It's just happening. But in that actual realm, if you was born out, it wouldn't be looked at like, oh, I'm unconsciously aware. You would actually be aware of being unconscious, but y'all so far, y'all dimensional level of perception is so low. It's hard. That realm is very hard to describe, because you talk about seventh, eighth, and ninth dimensional stuff. Y'all don't even understand. A lot of y'all niggas don't even understand real fourth and fifth dimensional energies. And y'all got access to a lot of these energies, and y'all still don't even understand yourself. So how the hell, and that's not even talking about the sixth. That's like you being birthed out into that realm like you birthed out now in the third dimension as an animal, bug, or a human, or whatever like that. Y'all don't even understand, damn near, some of y'all niggas barely understand the third dimension, but that's not even getting into that. But so how the hell y'all gonna understand fully 7th, 8th, 9th dimension of being? Y'all not even close to that realm to have the mental capacity, brain, or body conscious awareness, or awareness level in general to be actually aware of what's going on, to be able to put it into words for you to physically understand it with these little brains that we got now. Don't work like that. But that's how that plays out in the 7th, 8th, 9th dimension, the third realm. That's what you would consider as heaven. That's what they pointed to as heaven. Don't get lost into these words, but that's what they pointed to as heaven, as far as being free, not being phased by nothing, being in a realm where you can float around in actual and what you consider as bliss, but you wouldn't even look at it as that. It's just transition happening, being able to experience at moments whim, not feeling, not dealing with pain, not dealing with these negative stuff, but you are dealing with a lot of other different energies, but they're not lowered energies, these are higher energies. Like I talk about even with the energy of orgasm. You think that's high, but to these spirits in these higher dimensions, that's a low energy itself. Like to us, the best feeling you can feel is probably orgasm, right? To these spirits, they're so high in the spectrum that there's energies that actually proceed and outdo the energy of orgasm. They're higher than that, more blissful than that. But like I said, I ain't trying to get too deep into it because it's hard to. It's I ain't not hard, but it's a lot to break down. But that's basically when we talk about heaven and hell. So I broke down how originally there's really no such thing as just heaven and hell itself. But there's such thing as density levels and realms. But you can find a hell in the heaven. You can find a heaven in the hell. You see what I'm saying? And it's more so about your state of being. You may get born out, be too big to take a body down here, and create a hell for yourself in the higher realm. Probably because you either too attached to earth or whatever like that. Um, and you don't want to let things go, so you in low density, low vibrational waters. You see what I'm saying? And all that stuff like that. But with that being said, I'm gonna let y'all go, man. Y'all hit me up in the comment section chat if y'all got anything, any questions. Much love, boom. And I'm gonna get up out of here. Short video, man. If y'all need any type of edification, let me know, and I'll be sure to get right with you. If you have any questions, let me know. Peace.